Let's talk about some of the reasons why people might believe that they shouldn't be posting or they might be scared of posting. The first is I don't have anything to say. That is objectively not true. If you are in sales, whether you're an SDR or an AE or founder doing sales, you are helping people solve their problems. And so you are getting on calls, you are talking to prospects, they're sharing their problems with you in discovery. And so you are this conduit for information from your prospective buyers in terms of what they're facing out there. And that's very valuable information. And if you can't translate that to something that's meaningful that you can share with the world so that other buyers who look like them can learn from it, you're doing something wrong. So don't think that just because you're not maybe the CEO of a company that you don't have anything valuable to say. You are on the front lines talking to buyers every day and you have a lot to speak about just from those conversations. And I would share a lot of your learnings, what you're seeing people face, and that alone on its own is incredibly valuable and honestly like probably beats a lot of the stuff that your marketing team is putting out because they don't have that customer voice, they don't have that insight that you do. So give yourself more credit and be very confident in what you have to say based on the conversations you're having with your prospects. The second thing is that then there's a lot of like other low hanging fruit type of content you can put out there, just like opening up Loom. And if you're an AE and you do product demos all the time, just like record yourself doing a flow in your product for a minute and showcase that. Honestly, like that's better than like you staying silent and no one hearing about you or thinking about you. It's kind of like doing a demo at scale. People literally pay money to do webinars and showcase their product. You can do that yourself. You can build pipeline for yourself. And then talk about customers who are winning with you. Showcase how the before and after looks like, talk about those kinds of things, and you'll attract more customers to you. So those are all the things you can talk about if you think, hey, I don't have anything to say. The second thing I would say is, the second objection I hear is people say, oh yeah, like posting on LinkedIn is really cringe, or whatever Gen Z young word you want to use over there. What I would say, how I'd respond to that is, look, you're in sales. Like you already cold call people. You're already bothering people who don't want to be bothered on the phone at an opportune time. You're in the business of hunting. You're in the business of trying to find people who could actually benefit from what you're doing. And this posting, like posting over here is honestly like the least offensive thing you could be doing. In fact, it's educational. It's helpful. You let people consume this content in their own time as opposed to being interruptive and taking up space in their inbox, taking up time in their day via call, etc. And so like if you're calling, think of this as like a way better way for you to communicate with buyers in a way that doesn't take up a lot of their time and that they might actually appreciate. Or a bunch of strangers or people in your network or friends who are not your target buyers going to see this stuff? Yes. Um, is their opinion of you trying to do your job and educate buyers and be helpful? Like, should their opinion stop you? Like, you should ask yourself that. And I think the honest answer is no. Like, you're trying to win, you're trying to stand out, and you're trying to be ambitious over here. And so you should go for it and try to do the things that are going to help you hit and exceed quota and be an excellent seller. And so I would not be worried about other people's opinions on doing something over here on LinkedIn, as long as you're being educational, helpful, and not necessarily like provocative or trying to ignite controversial discussions for the sake of it, which is not what I encourage you to do. The last thing is understanding the reason for posting on LinkedIn. You as a salesperson are not trying to become an influencer. And I know maybe your exposure to some posting is, oh yeah, these are people like Brian Lamana or folks who are selling courses or anything along those lines. And that is not what you're necessarily trying to do here. I'm not asking you to become famous. You're not trying to post so that you can get as many impressions as possible with as many people as possible at all. All you're trying to do is you're trying to influence your local network of people who are potential prospects, people you're connecting with, really. And you're just trying to get in front of them. And so the metric you should look at is not impressions. The metric you should be focused on is number of high quality conversations with qualified prospects that I'm having as a byproduct of this activity. And so you shouldn't think about posting on LinkedIn as a thing that influencers or people who want to be famous do. It's for every single person. It's no different of an activity from emailing or calling or DMing. It's just a different form of activity and a different way in which you can reach your buyers. If you have any questions about this, or you want to hear any success stories in terms of people who went from, hey, like I don't feel comfortable posting, to getting on the bandwagon and believing that it changed their life, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to talk to you one-on-one about it, or put you in touch with sellers who are so very happy that they started doing it, and it's just changed the trajectory of their career, not only in terms of building pipeline, but also future opportunities as well.